sit next to you. Good morning. Hi, honey. Hi, honey. Is she leaving? No. Okay. Is she? Oh, yeah, that's right. She's back. No, she's home. Oh.
Hello, hello. Pretty good in yourself?
You're getting a lot better.
Yeah, maybe I can a little better.
Good.
Hello, how are you doing? Good to see you. Doing well.
I was thinking outside of here.
Very good. Well, thank you. Thank you. I've been known for that.
Good. What you got back? How are you?
See, here I am all the way over here.
Hello. How are you? How are you? I heard her.
Missed auditions. They did call me.
That's right.
They did invite me back, but I think
It was what, the 26th?
25th.
25th. I'm so sorry. Oh my God. What did you do?
You have been invited me to what they call a callback, so just where they decide who's in the show. That's the question. That's probably right. Geez, yeah, well, we're getting your job to give you a card. You can do that. That's what my brother does. Yeah.
Good morning.
Yep. The kids are never one of them. She treated she is like good on it. We call it Mark. 4 years. Most people 22. So, yes, they are.
Are they?
Yes, they are. She doesn't really if I participate, she wants to. She doesn't.
Well, it's important.
Yeah.
Sort of
They
a
say
service to other
they
people.
were concerned because her numbers had gone up, so she had to have another. She had a PET scan, and we don't think that it revealed anything new. So everything's sort of same. Yeah, it is because until such time as we get through, and Katrina, supposedly they have other things that turn to. And if Katrina doesn't stop talking, it's an immunological thing.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah. It's because she gets sick, she gets.
She can't fight it out. I believe.
Because,
You don't leave right after you, Nancy.
Good morning.
Let's open up the blinds. I gotta put these back.
Can you open that a little bit for me, please? Thank you. Thank you. A little bit more. Yeah. A little bit more. That's good. Oh, good. Thanks. I love your sweater. I love the colors. She's not really that. She's just got the way that right.
I can relate to that. No. Oh, they did. No, that's SCC. Not that. Ram Country. Not the one we put forward. Yeah.
Right now. Right now.
We donated to Ram Country. Gail
So, we need membership. I think we do that. Yeah, that's what it is. That works. Yeah, which one? That'd be great. And I'll be here to back it up in the hot person. There's more of those up there. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I think we need it right now, though.
So you
well, yeah.
Not using that right.
Okay, not using body.
Oh, no, it's just the front one.
That's the hard one anyway.
Okay.
and I'm like, I just
Don't smile. I've been eating good. Say thank you. Anyway, you'll have something better.
Hey, Rex, thank you so much for volunteering. You're so sweet.
that's the way it works.
Let's do this, huh?
No matter where you come from, no matter where you're going, here's a place where you can take the comfort into knowing whether if you've come to stay a while or just passing through, the door is open to you. Come and be the silence, come and share a hug, come let's pray together. Now if there's some kind of trouble or pain you're going through, know that you are not alone. New Thought stands with you as the individual manifestation of divine point of view.
This morning, and are we cooking it or what? You know why we're cooking it? Because it's Potluck Sunday. Feed me and I will show up. I am Reverend Ana Maria Lopez, and welcome everyone that showed up today, and all of your ancestors you bring with you, all those in the internet. Thanks, peace. Our speaker, you know what? We're going to go right into the community song. So if you have it in you, as Carolyn says. Oh, by the way, in case you didn't know, I am channeling Carolyn, Reverend Carolyn. Doesn't she do this?
There you go.
Little did we know we were going to have a roast. Thank you. So let's stand up, and our song for this month is This Little Light of Mine.
Right on. Here we go. Ready?
Woo.
Yeah.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
In my daily work and play.
In my daily work and play, I'm gonna let it shine. In my daily work and play, I'm gonna let it shine. In my daily work and play, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Free from fear and hatred.
Free from fear and hatred, I'm gonna let it shine. Free from fear and hatred, I'm gonna let it shine. Free from fear and hatred, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it
Woo, we are in for a treat today. Our message today is Groundhog's Day. Who watched the movie? Yeah? Woo, several times, obviously. Groundhog, get it? Anyways. Keep up. Our speaker today is the illuminous Reverend Carol Ann Rubin. That's right. I told you it's Potluck Sunday. We are cooking. Yes. Oh, and the amazing, lovable best friend in the whole wide world, her practitioner, Reverend Gina Marie Hutchins. This is the moment where we get to talk a little bit about practitionership. This is how we, of the practitioners of New Thought Community, show up in the world. We are the manifestors, and we know this for you. So guess what we do? We go into this lobby, we write what we are really asking for assistance to manifest in our life. Gina is powerful, so let's do it. Go in there in our lobby, write down what you are asking to create. Also, what you'd like to celebrate. Okay? Because we are in this celebration with you, not just on Sundays, but every day, 24/7. Because Spirit never stops. I'd like to now step into the next ceremony. Reverend Michelle Pauls will bring in our opening treatment, Circle of Light. Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I feel the cooking.
Yes!
I feel the cooking. So if you take a moment and prepare yourself for treatment, just get comfortable in your chair, take some deep belly breaths. Just relax into the beautiful energy that surrounds you here. My treatment this morning comes from our beautiful Science of Mind in the meditation section, and then a little Amaun. Okay. It is the Creator's good pleasure to give me the kingdom of God with a harmony and abundance. Today, God opens to me the blessings of His infinite and eternal treasure, inviting me to dip deeply into it. As I believe in my heart, so it is done unto me. As I ask, I receive a full measure unto my belief, pressed down and running over. These and other divine promises and assurances sing in me. The still small voice reminds me that all that God has is mine. This day I listen deeply to that still small voice and believe its promises. I fear nothing, neither lack, limitation, disappointment, distress of any kind. For is it not that God is always with me? What caused this appearance of lack in my life simply was my fear. Fear that God would forsake me? I do not believe that now. And it no longer matters to me what is the appearance of today or what has gone before. Today is new, and I am newly awakened. And I believe in the dauntless faith that my good, in full, is with me and comes from God today and every day. I now believe that it is indeed God's good pleasure to give me the bounty. I know that God gives as I ask. God gives to me as He gives to all of His children. And in this moment, I am so filled with gratitude for this peace that comes of this knowing that I stand strong always, that we stand in community, loving and supporting and caring for one another. And I release this knowing into the law, saying, thank you, God, thank you, God, thank you, God, and so it is. So I'd like to invite all ministers, practitioners from this community or others to form a circle around our community. This is a sacred, safe circle. This is a circle of love and compassion. This is a circle of strength and courage. And as we stand or sit in this circle, and all it takes is to connect in, we bring the names of those who could use a little extra help today. A little help of remembering who they are, God's special children, as we all are. And those that are celebrating, we bring their names too, that more of this love and more of this goodness will come into their lives. And I'll start by putting in my children. Krishna, Eileen, Alvarez. All the beings, all the twisted. And now I invite you to put your own name into the circle. Pulse. And just breathe that in. And now I'd like to ask if there's anyone that is here for the very first time. We have a little something for you. Okay. So now we'll just rub our hands together and just bring up all of that delicious love and well wishes. And we'll put one hand on our heart and send one hand out to the community. And as we give, we receive. And as we receive, we give. And so it is. Thank you.
Beautiful medicine, beautiful. Let's just take a deep breath and take that all in just a little bit more. Yes, keep it for yourself, keep it for yourself. Today's is a sacred ceremony also, is the first Sunday of the month. And this is where we welcome in anyone that wants to become a member of New Thought Community. Is there anyone that would wish to pledge?
Declare your membership.
Declare your membership. Yeah. Come on up, love. Aw, there we go. Hey. Hey, beloved, come on up here with me. Take a moment. Step a little bit closer to me. There we go. Hi, beautiful. Would you please say your full name to your community?
Patty Crocker.
Our beloved one. We welcome you into this sacred circle, into this sacred known, into the space of our hearts of remembering. We see you. We welcome you in love. We welcome you in light. Do you say yes to your spiritual path?
Yes.
Do you say yes to assist New Thought Community in her spiritual path? Then welcome to our community. Thank you, Patty.
Thank
Come on
you,
up,
Patty.
beloved. Come just a little bit closer. There we go. Hi, sweetie. Hi. Good to see you today. Thank you. Can you please share your name with your community?
Erin Strange.
I love that. I think you came to the right place. Oh, beautiful. We recognize the angelic realm that walks with you. I hope that you can feel them. and know that we are the manifestation of remembering that love. Remember who you are in this place and in all times. I see you. I welcome you. And I thank you. It's all right. It's all good. Yeah? Yeah. Do you say yes to your spiritual path?
I do.
Yes. Do you say yes to the spiritual path of New Thought Community and supporting them?
I do.
Then you're welcome to the community, beloved.
Thank you.
Welcome. Ooh. Phew. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Holding a sacred space for as they stand up here and share who they are, then they mirror to us in our own remembering. Namaste. I'd like to invite up Rod with announcements.
Gordon Downey here, okay. Every time I come up here, I want to say, I am Spartacus, right? Hello, everybody here in the space. Hello, everybody out on the ethers. Welcome. I got a lot to get through, so I'm just going to jump right to it. No anecdote today. I know, gasp. On Monday, we've got Science of Mind classes are in full swing. So we got Science of Mind 1 on Monday, Science of Mind 3 on Tuesday, Science of Mind 2 on Wednesday. We've got Reiki Share on Monday. These are all on Zoom, by the way. And then on Wednesday at high noon, we have the ministers meeting where all the ministers get together and do amazing things. And on Friday, as always, 5:30, Friday afternoon, right here in this space, we have band and choir practice. You guys are already members of the band and choir. Congratulations. All you got to do is show up if you want. Guaranteed, one of two things will happen. Great time or the greatest time of your entire life.
Yes!
Next Sunday, we've got Reverend Bob Miller, who will be giving the talk. In 2 Sundays, it'll be myself. I'll be talking. Probably something about love or something. And then in 3 weeks, we've got Leah Heyman, who will be giving the talk. And Leah's always wonderful. Absolutely. In 3 weeks, on the 27th of February, that's a Thursday, right here in this space at 11 a.m., we're going to have a celebration of life for Tom Buckingham. And there are signs for this all over, that we put all over the campus. But that'll be for Tom Buckingham on the 27th of February. We are in need of volunteers, as always, and our community apparently is exploding, so volunteer opportunities also explode. If you would like to give 5 minutes of your time, or an hour of your time, or do something every week, or do something every month, we have the job for you. It's a great opportunity to put in service time, that you can put that towards taking classes. All you got to do is talk to Reverend Gina, who is somewhere around. Oh, yeah. Snuck up on me. Reverend Gina is our volunteer coordinator, so talk to her. We have a list of all the things that we can do over in the refrigerator over in Harmony Hall, if you want like some reference. So all the things. We got all kinds of stuff going on, so talk to Reverend Gina. On March 23rd, that's next month, in about 7 weeks, we got our annual community meeting. And this is our Super Bowl and 4th of July all wrapped up in one. I don't think I'm overselling it too much. It's our annual community meeting where everybody, our entire community comes together and we vote in our new board members. We have 4 spots that are opening up and we need board members. We always keep it fresh. We always keep it flowing. Every year we have more board members that leave the board after 3 years. And more board members, we need fresh blood to come on in and give us a new perspective, because you are all creative beings and you all have great ideas. Yes. So if you're interested in joining our board, or you know somebody who would be interested in joining our board, talk to Reverend Gina, talk to Reverend Anna, talk to any of the Reverends, Reverend Carol Ann, anybody on the board, find me, find one of us and say, I'd like to be on the board. And then you could be on the board. And we'd be very lucky to have you.
Real quick, Rob?
Yes.
You have to completed Science Mind 1.
And you have to take Science Mind 1.
Yeah, you have to complete.
Be enrolled in it now or have completed.
Okay. More on that because we're gonna announcements every week. I had to cut a bunch of stuff out because I've already been up here for like 20 minutes, so moving along. But you need to take Science of Mind 1, and if you don't know what that means, or if you want information about that, talk to the reverend that you're going to talk about being a member of the board. Let's see, I lost my place, and so what am I forgetting?
Nothing.
Okay.
Good.
Nothing else? Thanks, everybody. You're awesome.
We're going to move right into our vision, purpose, and our mission. I'm going to invite up Larry. Come on up, Larry. Beautiful choir. Yes, thank you.
Morning, everybody.
Morning.
Mike, join me as we read our vision. We are a spiritually empowered family. Our purpose, to remember, experience, and connect with universal truth. And our mission, our New Thought community is a diverse spiritual family guided by universal principles and devoted to awakening the divine presence within each of us. We are committed to loving, inspiring, and healing.
Yes. Thank you, Larry, for voicing that out in the vibration of the whole universe. Next, we move into our practitioner bringing our reading and our treatment. Reverend Gina. Woo. Right?
Right.
Okay, then. There you go. Reverend Gina. Whoa. Hi, everybody. Good morning. Hi. Okay, I have two readings. They're both excellent. The first one is Courtney A. Walsh, written by Courtney A. Walsh. And it says, "Dear human, you've got it all wrong. You didn't come here to master unconditional love. That's where you came from. And that's where you'll return. You came here to learn personal love, universal love, messy love, sweaty love, crazy love, broken love, whole love, infused with divinity, lived through the grace of stumbling, demonstrated through the beauty of messing up often.
Yes.
You didn't come here to be perfect, you already are. You came here to be gorgeously human, flawed and fabulous, and to rise again into remembering. But unconditional love, stop telling that story. Love and truth doesn't need any adjectives. It doesn't require modifiers. It doesn't require the condition of perfection. It only asks you to show up. Do your best. Stay present and feel fully. That you shine and fly and laugh and cry and hurt and heal and fall and get back up again and play and work and live and die as you. It's enough. It's plenty. Plenty, plenty, plenty. Isn't that beautiful?
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, I have another little quick one. Harold Culling wrote this. Kindness puts us in touch with a deep sense of joy. The joy of lifting another's burden. The joy of being of service. The joy of transcending our selfish desires to care for another. Should there be any surprise that acts of kindness that connect us to others and to the divine are followed by the sacred emotion of joy. Kindness and joy are deeply connected and are as readily accessible as the next small courtesy you pay to another. And in true Groundhog Day fashion, I have a special treatment for you today.
Do it. Yes.
Wait a minute, have we heard this one before?
Maybe. It might feel familiar.
Okay.
Okay, you're going to take a deep breath
You're going to close your eyes. You're going to go within. You're really going to take this in. God is all there is, and God and I are one. God expresses uniquely as me, thinking, speaking, and acting through me at all times. I know that God is always guiding me in every moment and in every situation. I quiet my mind, and I allow the infinite mind of God to reveal to me all that I need to know. I relax in the knowing that we are all one, united in principle, in faith, and in community. I act definitively and intentionally out of inner guidance, without question or doubt, because I know that God is all-knowing, all-seeing, all-powerful, all-inclusive. No matter what challenge I may be facing, I feel peaceful and confident, knowing that God is making all the right and perfect decisions through and by means of me. It is with great gratitude I release my word into the law. I know that it is already a reality in the mind of God, and it expresses in my outer experience in divine perfect order. It's all good because it's all God. And this I know, I accept, I celebrate. I am so very, very thankful and grateful for the precious gift of being here with you again today. Thank you, thank you, thank you, God. And so it is.
So it is. Yes. Just stay in that space for a moment. Let's invite up the choir as we get ourselves ready for meditation. Just stay with us. There is only love, my friends. There is only love.
This moment, in this place, I remember who I am, letting fear and worry fall away from me. I open my eyes and see there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. When I lose myself, when it seems I've lost my way, I just go inside and quiet my mind. I can hear Spirit gently say, there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is
switch up the tempo. And the
They say we're young and we don't know. We won't find out until we grow.
Well, I don't know if all that's true. You got me, and baby, I got you. Babe, I got you, babe. I got you, babe.
They say our love won't pay the rent before it's earned. Our money's out and spent.
Well, I guess that's so. We don't have a pot. At least I'm sure of all the things we got. Babe, I got you, babe. I got you, babe. I got flowers in the spring. I got you to wear my ring. And when I'm sad or down, and you like it scared, you're always around.
Oh, let them say you're best. I don't care, with you I can't go wrong.
Well, then put your little hand in mine. Ain't no hill or mountain we can't climb. Babe, I got you, babe. I got you, babe. Hold my hand.
I got you to understand.
I got you to walk with me.
I got you to talk with me.
I got you to kiss goodnight.
I got you to hold tight.
I got you, I won't let go.
I got you to love me so.
I got you, babe. I got you, babe. I got you, babe. I got you, babe. I got you, babe.
Man, Ruben and Rob, you knocked that out. I love it. Yes, yes. Now we are cooking with some gas. Thank you, my brother. You know, it is my amazing, not only opportunity, but a true gift of the universe to walk with this individual here. Reverend Carol Ann Rubin, you know, walked through the doors, and we joked that she just never left. but the truth is, yes, the truth is, you know, there are gifts that the universe give to us, and it's up to us just to be in the moment and recognize and be grateful. And, you know, I'm grateful every day for that. That the universe said, here, I have another sister for you. What a beautiful expression of the divine presence, Reverend Carol Ann Rubin.
You say nice things like that about me, you can call me anything you want.
Hi.
just want to say thank you so richly and fully to all the people that make this production happen every week. And that starts with the ministers who pray in, the practitioners who are all treating for all of us, the production team, the teachers, everybody, every single community member that comes to an event that participates in any way. Your divine spark is reflected in my experience, and I am so grateful, so grateful. Also, with that, it's been a challenging couple of months for me personally and for really everyone. And I just want to say, if I have been short with you, or I have been especially human on any given day, thank you for your grace. Thank you for your patience, and thank you for loving me. Not a good sign that I start by crying. Happy tears. Okay. So, Groundhog Day. Happy Groundhog Day. Little Bird told me that the Punxsutawney Phil came out and looked at a shadow, so we're going to get more, or finally get winter. So everyone here knows about Groundhog Day and Punxsutawney Phil, but has everybody seen the movie? Yes. Okay, some people have not. It is kind of a big thing such a big thing in our culture that it's kind of like got a name. It's the Groundhog Syndrome, where you wake up in the same day over and over and over and over and over again. There's been books and there's columns and I think there's a podcast about it. In fact, that's where I got the idea for this talk, is that there's a podcast called You Are Good. And it's a feelings podcast about movies. Look it up. It's worth it. That's all you need to know. It's amazing. And there's a lot of spoilers in this talk about the movie, but don't worry. It is still really worthwhile. It is moving and funny and incredibly just heartfelt. So go see it anyway. It stars Bill Murray as Phil Connors, who is this arrogant, self-satisfied, actually completely unsatisfied weatherman. And he thinks that having to cover Groundhog Day is beneath him, and he is surly to everyone around him, makes life difficult. You know, he's like on the phone trying to have somebody else solve his problems. Don't you have a phone line for, like emergencies and celebrities? Neither one of those situations is part of his experience, but he is trying to get somebody to do his bidding. He is really obnoxious. He has disdain for everything around him. It's kind of a hilarious foreshadowing that he is complaining about having to cover Groundhog Day, this celebration in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania, for the 4th year in a row. Boy, wait till he finds out what's happening next. So Andie MacDowell plays Rita, who is the wholesome, wonderful producer of the show. And she is fresh, she is kind, she is open, she is full of enthusiasm. That's Rita. She sort of represents, in my heart, the undamaged divine spark walking around on 2 legs. She personifies kindness. And their crew arrives in Punxsutawney on February 1st in preparation for the Groundhog Day ceremony the next day. Their crew wakes up in Cherry Street Inn, which he hates. Cherry Street Inn, to the sweetness of Sonny and Cher's I Got You, Babe. I saw all y'all singing and knowing all the words. Couldn't have been more wonderful. Thank you. Thank you for joining us on this journey. So he is already annoyed, and he goes through the first day just as surly and with the crappiest attitude and behavior you can imagine. And he predicts that, there's this blizzard being threatened, and he predicts it's going to pass him by, but of course it doesn't. And so they're trying to get out, and they have to turn around and go back. So he wakes up, he gets really drunk, and he wakes up the next morning to the sweetness of I Got You, Babe. And he is freaked out. He is terrified. So I Got You, Babe becomes the signal that this day has begun again and again and again and again. So the first stage, when he realizes this is actually the same day. It's not just that they play this song. It's actually the same day. The same people he encounters say exactly the same things. Everybody is on their trajectory for that day, exactly like the day before. And the first stage he goes through is fear, abject terror. He thinks there's something wrong with him. He's trying to get help, but nobody believes him. So he turns to Rita. And Rita can't begin to believe or even understand him, but she tries to help. She takes him to a doctor. She takes him to a psychiatrist. No help. Nobody buys it. So he ends up in a bowling alley, drinking with the locals, and asks, what would you do if every single day was exactly the same and that nothing you did mattered or would make it any different? And one of the locals turns to him and goes, yeah, that about sums it up for me. So you've experienced yourself stuck in this space. I think we all have. I think we had a couple of years of that as a collective experience. And I am revisiting this so that I can unpack it for myself. How did it go? A dear friend of mine informs me that this monotony is exactly what life as an addict was like for her. She says when you're a drug addict, every day is the same thing. It's the same thing every day. Sometimes you get to a place where you just want to tap out. Maybe it doesn't occur to you to ask for help. Maybe you tell yourself you won't abuse yourself the next day. And then you wake up and change your mind. Same thing over and over. Now, I've never actually identified as an addict, but I know this feeling. I think we all know this feeling. Like there's nothing that I can do that will meaningfully change the outcome. There is nothing that will address whatever it is I'm currently struggling with. Nothing that will make other people respond differently. Right? That's a helpless feeling. Anybody else had that helplessness, that this is my lot and nothing I can do will change this? So pandemic was a big dose of this lesson. Maybe we're still dealing with that trauma. Maybe we're dealing with the current state of affairs in our country, in our climate. Maybe we're dealing with fear around the growing need for care and affection in our human family. Whatever it is, there's a moment in our consciousness somewhere that feels that helplessness. We don't have to live there, but it helps us to unpack it if we recognize we are all sharing that helplessness in some space. So what do we do when we're faced with helplessness? I'm just going to invite you to hold this question. Without self-judgment, simply lovingly observe. Any ideas are allowed to simply be. Like my friend Rob says, we are not solving any problems today. We're just holding the questions and allowing the ideas to come forward. Things that might come up are things that we do, things that we wish we did, things that other people do, things that we could do. Just allow those ideas to be. So, back to Groundhog Day. What did he do? What did Phil do? Well, his responses were kind of predictable at first because he hasn't quite realized the level of he hasn't sunk into the despair of his powerlessness. So he starts to think, I'm going to get something out of this situation. What am I going to do? I am going to completely indulge myself. If nothing that I do matters, then it doesn't matter what I do. I have no consequences. I can take any risk I want because tomorrow morning I'm just going to wake up again with Sonny and Cher. I got you, babe. I can do anything I want. I don't worry about anything anymore. He indulges in food, risky behavior, not caring about. He thinks he's got it made. Then he takes it further. He gets bored of indulging himself, of gluttony, and he takes it further and he begins to game the system so that he can manipulate the people around him. If they're all doing predictable things, he can use that to get them to do his bidding. He watches and he learns things about people and games them. You ever seen this? Anybody experiencing someone in your milieu that behaves in this way? I think we all have. So he turns his sight on Rita, the personification of kindness, and he begins to collect information on her to try and manipulate her, right? He gets her to describe, what's your perfect man? What's your favorite drink? What's your favorite date? And so he's cataloging all of these details. So every day he can be more prepared to woo her, which is of course not wooing her at all. It's just giving her what she says she wants in order to manipulate her. So he learns French. He masters the art of ice sculpture. He memorizes 19th century poetry because that's what she majored in. And so just dozens of things. And she is astonished at how much they have in common. She just can't believe it. But he can't get her to feel anything for him because manipulation is not caring. He is ultimately frustrated and disillusioned. She won't want him just because he does these things, this performative nature. So this is about this point he sinks into the third stage, which is despair. This is where he really suffers from his powerlessness. He repeatedly tries new and inventive ways to just end this day. I'm going to go off a cliff. Nope. Sonny and Cher. I'm going to take Punxsutawney Phil, me and the groundhog. We're going to go off a cliff. Yeah, no, Sonny and Cher. Every day, no matter what he does, he still wakes up in exactly the same day. Like he's spawning, right? He just shows up again. He realizes he can't die and becomes desperate. He confides in Rita, but his mind is a little askew. He's like, I can't die. I'm a god. And she says, you're God? And he goes, well, I'm not the God, I'm a God. I don't think I'm the God. Significantly, he tells her, I've died so many times, I don't even exist anymore. There's one to take into your meditation. Is this the beginnings of an ego death? Is this him letting go of who he thinks he is and making space for something completely new? And Rita, who's lighthearted and ever curious, entertains this idea that it might be true for him. And she says, geez, sometimes I wish I had 1,000 lifetimes. Maybe not such a curse. Depends on how you look at it. So then he moves into the fourth stage. Okay, he is present. Present, maybe for the first time in his life. Certainly for the first time in his adulthood. Rita decides to spend the day with him just to observe, just to be objective. He welcomes her into his science experiment. And we realize that unlike any of the other days he spent with her, he's simply sharing his experience. And he's just being with her. And at the end of the day, while she's drifting off it's an experiment. They want to see, can we make this day, if we just stay awake, maybe it won't start over. And he's like, yeah, I've tried all that. No, but we're just going to be together. It's just going to be hanging out. And he pays attention to her and he notices her. He is being with her and being seen by her. And as she's drifting off to sleep, he says, I think you're the kindest, sweetest, prettiest person I've ever seen in my life. I've never seen anyone that's nicer than you are. The first time I saw you, something happened to me. I never told you, but I knew I wanted to hold you as hard as I could. I don't deserve someone like you, but if I ever could, I swear I would love you for the rest of my life. Rita stirs and says, did you say something? And he simply says, good night, Rita. Now, I don't know about you, but I have been trained hard by Hollywood to expect a payoff for him at this point. Right? He's done literally years of work. He's let go of his ego and he's accepted that Rita exists outside of what he can get out of her. She's a whole person. He's supposed to win now, right? Nope. He wakes up, Sonny and Cher. I got you, baby. Why? Now, my theory is because he's still thinking about himself, how he sees her, how she has affected his life, whether or not he is worthy of her. He's still trying to attain her, even if only in his attitude. He recognizes that she's a person, but he only thinks of her in relationship to himself. So, then he moves on to the 5th stage, where he surrenders and he's in service. This is where his approach really takes a turn, because he's experienced an ego death. He has experienced this day so many times, he can be whoever he wants in it. He's like a shapeshifter. He's learned everything that's going to happen. He starts to, actually, and in my opinion, I think unlike most Hollywood movies, he actually learns something from the woman that he desires. He watches her and decides to emulate some of the things she does. He is just kind to people. And he starts to use all of the things he knows to be of service, right? He knows, oh, that person is going to hit that car. And, oh, no, let's get them out of the way. Let's get, he saves the mayor from choking. And he catches this kid that falls out of the tree, and he says, what do you say? And the kid growls at him, and he sends him on his way. He goes, he never thanks me, not once. He says, see you tomorrow, maybe. You know, he's still Phil at the core. But he realizes, just like with the rest of us humans, that his detachment is not complete, and not all things can be fixed. Not everything is a tire. Right? There's still suffering. There's still this one elderly, unhoused man that he tries to help in myriad ways. And at the end, it's somewhere in the course of the day, this person always passes on. And a nurse tells him, you know, sometimes people just die. That is perhaps the most poignant moment in the entire movie, where we're truly it's pointless not to surrender, because everyone is on their own path. You cannot change it to your liking, no matter how much service you are in, no matter how you overcome your ego. Everyone is on their own path. So he just continues to move through this day that he has literally curated. He continues to be of service. He's literally overcome an existential crisis and surrendered to his circumstances. Despite not knowing how things will turn out, despite knowing that sometimes he will fail, no matter how much he already knows, he's not going to do any good beyond this moment. He looks for opportunities to be kind, to be of service. And I can't help thinking that's what AA is about. It's getting out of your own way, connecting with a greater power, and living a service-filled life. And isn't this what religious science is all about? Rita witnesses the way he shows up. She sees the responses of the community. She's skeptical, appropriately, because remember, for her, he was just this arrogant dude yesterday, and today he's present and magnanimous. So she's skeptical, but fascinated. He's engaged in the small town celebration of Groundhog Day, and he participates in all the events. He joins the bachelor auction, and Rita buys him because she's got to see what's going on with him. She's seen none of the path. He is not. She hasn't seen any of the growth. She just sees the transformation. So they spend presumably hours together where she is just utterly confused. Does she see the divine spark in him? Imagine, overnight, this arrogant, surly, self-centered person shows up as a divine spark. And she just says, I don't know what to say. And he says, I do. No matter what happens tomorrow, for the rest of my life, I'm happy now because I love you. Now, for me personally, I think this is where the message is. Nothing really exists beyond this moment. This is it. this is what we get. This is the only thing we get. It's the only thing we can be assured of. And I can choose any number of ways to experience it. I can be frustrated. I can be furious. I can be mad at myself. I can be mad at the situation. I can think I'm God. But really, the only thing I have is right now. I can choose love. I can choose kindness, peacefulness, service, even in the face of despair and chaos and betrayal. I can choose spiritual growth. But Hollywood has to sell this movie, and they play in malls. So there is a sequence where Phil gets the girl, and the spell is broken. But still, there is this. When he realizes that the spell is broken, he asks, "Is there anything I can do for you today?" So I'm going to just expand on this thought of love beyond this simple service. Because we all know, we all think about being in service as an act of love, right? So I'm going to expand on that concept just a little bit. It's from M. Scott Peck's The Road Less Traveled. In this book, he creates a definition of love as the will to extend yourself for the purpose of nurturing one's own or another's spiritual growth. And he continues, love is as love does. Love is an act of will, namely both intention and action. Will also implies choice. We do not have to love. We choose to love. Namaste.
Yeah, you bet we will. With a new perspective. Yeah. Too long ago. We'll be in the moment.
Okay, so take out your offering, and if you don't have it with you because you've given some other way, just imagine that you have it. Hold it in your hands or place it over your heart. And we just know that there is just one power, one presence in and through everything. It is this divine presence. And we are one with it. It is the source and the supply of all of our needs. And we know that as we give from this awareness, that we are supporting New Thought Community, we are supporting the message, the teaching, so that they may move out into the world and enrich our communities, enrich our own lives personally. And in that giving, we know that we receive abundantly back. And so for that, I am just so very grateful for New Thought Community, all that we receive here. And I release these words into the law, knowing that I am blessed, knowing that you are blessed, knowing that we are all blessed. And so it is.
They say our love won't pay the rent before it's served. On it.
I guess that's so we don't have a pot. But at least I'm sure of all the things we got. Hey, I got you, babe. I got you, babe. I got flowers in the spring. I've got you to wear my ring. And when I'm saying over down, anybody say hold me tight. I got you, I won't let go. I got you to love me so. I got you, babe. I got you, babe. I got you, babe. I got you, babe. You, babe. Yeah. I got you,
It's good, it's perfect. Perfect. Okay.
Bless it always.
Here we are. We're circuit. Right on.
Blessed always, blessed always, for the arms of love surround us. Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in love and say amen.
So as we go forward in our flawed human circumstances, without the benefit or requirement of a Hollywood ending, let us go forward together, seeing in one another the divine spark. Be kindness. Let ourselves be joyful. Be love.
And say amen. Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in love and say amen.
Come meet with us next door.
So let them say all is to love. I don't care, you I can and put your little hand in mine. Ain't no hill or mountain big as life. Babe, I got you, babe.